Hi, this is Shamin here. I'm from EducatorSharmin YouTube channel, Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter I have, so you can follow me there. So in this video, I'm going to teach you science, that is physics. So if you're interested, please continue watching. So before I start my class, please make sure pen and paper need to write. You need to write the answer and you need to make a note. It can help you guys. So let's get started. So what is force? So force is that quantity, the application of which a stationary object and start move and a body moving with a uniform velocity change its velocity. So all objects in the universe attract one another by a force due to their mass. So this force is called gravitational force. What's that? That is called gravitational force. So an object that has mass attracts another object by the gravitational force. So fundamental forces are actually only in number. So these are number one, that is, what's the number one? That is gravitational force. So all objects in the universe attract one another, right? All objects in the universe is attract one another and by force due to their mass. So this force is called the gravitational force. For example, stars are revolving within the galaxies, moving around that. So another type, that is electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force. So what do you mean by that? Electromagnetic force. So that means the electromagnetic force is a type of physical interaction. What's that? That is type of physical interaction and that occurs between electrical charged particles. And number three, that is weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force, that means it's called weak because it's weaker than the electromagnetic force, but not at all weak like a gravitational force. And number four, that is a strong nuclear force. What's that? Number four, that is a strong nuclear force. So this is the strongest force of the universe and this is 100 times stronger than the electromagnetic force, but it is to act as a very small distance, 10 to 15 meter. So what is Newton's first law of motion? So a stationary object will remain stationary. Stationary object will remain stationary and an object in uniform motion will continue its uniform motion unless a force is applied it. So what do you mean by that? So it means we always observe that the bodies at rest remain at rest and do not move until push it, and a body in motion keeps its perpetual motion forever, and this is come from second part. So if you review the law again, so Newton's first law will remain, that is stationary. An object in uniform motion will continue its uniform motion unless a force is applied. So we always observe that bodies at a rest, that is remains at rest and do not move until it's pushed. And another, that is body in motion keeps its that is perpetual motion forever. This is come from second part. So here is the first part, that is stationary object will remain stationary and an object is uniform motion will continue its uniform motion unless force is applied. So guys, here you can see this is 30 kilogram. This is one object here and here is another object that is 300 kilogram. So this is a big object and this is a small object, right? So here is a small person is push here, this person, and this is a very giant, right? So giant object, so it's a push, this is a big man. So object with a great mass have more inertia. So that is the meaning of here. Whenever objects with a greater mass have more inertia, and it takes more force to change their motion. So here is a Newton's first law of motion, that is, an object will not change its motion unless acted on by an unbalanced force. Unbalanced, that means if it is at rest, so it will stay at rest, it's not moving. And if it is in moving, so what will happen? If is it moving like this, so it will remain at the same velocity. All right. What is inertia? That is the characteristics that a stationary body, so that is so this is a stationary body wants to be stationary, or a body in moving, if is it moving, so to keep its moving unless a force is applied. If there is a no force, it will be keep moving, it will be stationary, wants to be stationary. So this is called inertia. When a car at rest stationary starts moving, we move backward. The lower part of the body that is attached to the car. When the car starts moving, so what happened? The lower part of the body moves with the car, but the upper part of the body move backward. So since this inertia is due to the tendency of rest, so this is called inertia of rest. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you soon with another new video. And keep watching and keep practicing, and good luck your physics test. Thank you so much.